Yeah, I did.
Okay.
You're the one being rude.
It was not.
What'd you say?
So
being
it wasn't
difficult?
It wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to be.
No, that's true.
Don't get angry.
I'm never angry.
Other than Aetna, has catering blossomed this year?
Yeah, we're up.
Are you?
Yeah, we should be well above last year's catering total, and that's with a significant drop in Aetna's catering sales.
That's great.
So, yeah, we just added on another one for the week we get back. Yeah, man, catering's great.
Okay,
we love it. We keep adding more.
Going back to what we were talking about with sides, and so you have a variation or you have a modifier for small and large?
Variations.
Okay. So I'm in my side of mac and cheese. I have a variation for regular or shareable. Okay. I have it listed like units as per item. You can change it to like per pound or per ounce or whatever it is. So if your mac and cheese, let's say your small one is, let's say 8 ounces.
So by volume, yes.
You know what I mean. I'm just by volume, yes. It's an 8 ounce.
But container. That's all. So, but for me, I want to be careful because that's how it's going to show on when they order online. So they're getting an 8 ounce container. They're thinking a half a pound, and they're not getting necessarily a half a pound. So just for optics and clarification of everything. So that's why we go small and large. We don't go. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. You can keep the name as small and large.
Got you. Yep.
But you can put how it's taken out of your inventory as a weight or because there is a weight option there.
Yeah, I got you. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's stuff that I was going to play with today and tomorrow.
But I only have per item, and then it's custom unit. My Correct. Per item's the only.
So if you click the custom unit,
mm-hmm.
you can create by the pound or by the, and you would just do it like you would have to set it like how you normally would your. I don't know how to fucking answer it. Because I've created like obviously per item, I've created per pound, 3 bones, half pound, quarter pound, half rack, 3 for 3 bones, to try to figure out like how I can keep a good track of ribs. It's almost impossible to keep track of ribs if you sell by the rack or half rack.
No, it's not. Why is it impossible?
So if you got 1 rack of ribs, typically a rack of ribs gets 12 bucks.
Okay. So how we do it, we have the 2 items, a half rack and a full rack.
Yeah.
Right? The recipe for a full rack is 1 rack. The recipe for a half rack is 0.5.
Yeah, half. Okay, yeah. I can do it that way too. I didn't think about it.
That's the same way we do like all our brisket sandwiches and stuff. It's 0.25 for brisket or pork. And then when we do inventory every day at the beginning of the day, everything's in whole pounds. Or, we just put in the whole pound we don't put in units available. We do everything by weight in the inventory or, full racks. So we have put in 6 racks. Yeah, it works fantastic for us. So yeah, it's just the figuring out the sides and the best way to get that to look coming out.
Would you do when you open your place? Would you add more than just half and full? Like some places do a quarter, or some places do by the bone.
I don't like it because then you end up with weird amounts.
I mean, I've done a quarter rack, which is 3 bones, but I mean,
because we used to do 2 bone sections when we did like sampler platters when we first started. When we did sampler platters, okay. You get a quarter pound of pork, quarter pound of brisket, and a quarter rack of ribs.
That's what I did. Yeah.
Or 2 bones or whatever. Well, we get towards the end of the day, and now we have a quarter rack left or 2 bone section.
Yeah.
that we can't get rid of. You know? So versus, I mean, the way we do it now is we sell out of ribs almost every day. It's easier to get rid of a half a rack than it is, you know, a 2-bone section and try to sell a sampler platter. And we used to, I mean, there was the time when we used to cut every bone individually, and we just figured a half rack was 6 bones, or we did 5 bones for a half, 10 bones for a full, and then we could kind of squeak out another half rack in there, you know, sometimes. But I mean, then since we're not cutting to order, they get drier faster and blah 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 blah. But things that we'll do different with the store versus the truck. Yes, there's going to be things that are going to be different. What they're going to be, I don't know. I don't think we're going to switch how we do the ribs. I think it'll still be a half rack and full rack. Is there potential for like a platter to come back that's like a meat sampler or a family type meal? Probably. You know,
makes sense. Yeah.
If somebody orders a full rack of ribs or a half rack of ribs and it's a sit down order, are we going to cut each one? Are you going to cut each one individually and put it on a plate so it's presented nicely? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Bernie, let's hear about your catering, how your thing went, man. Give us a quick update. Put it in there.
Yeah, fucker.
You don't need to wait for me to ask you. It's not like you're on the air with us. Jeez.
If you want to call him, go ahead.
So yeah, lots of possibilities of, you know, lots to think through still. Still thinking that we might do actual dishes for sit down orders. I
can tell you that webstaurantstore.com has the absolute best price if you want. So I changed from doing those cafeteria trays to doing the aluminum pans. They're so much easier to clean. And they have the absolute best price on them.
Yeah.
Best price on them. In case you want to know.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So yeah, I mean, menu items are going to be potentially different. We will probably have some different menu items. Pricing could potentially be a little bit different. Not huge. It's not like we're going to be, you know, $2 different for a sandwich type of thing. But quarters add up, you know?
Yeah, it does.
So, yeah. But yeah, I definitely see that we will have probably a larger menu with more items. We did pork belly tacos this last week. Massive hit. Made a whole homemade pineapple salsa. So Chris said it was one of the best things we've had on the trailer.
So good. I can tell you brisket tacos we've sold probably 50 tacos a week.
Yeah.
For some reason, people love them. We did our chicken tacos that we did at the Famous Dave's thing. They were sold pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I was underselling myself, having different menu costs for like technically the same item. Like I've noticed that other barbecue places, they'll sell a loaded mac, right? Pork, chicken, brisket, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they sell it for one price. So you get a choice of meat, but you get one price. So basically, sell it for the brisket price.
Yep.
Yeah. So morally, ethically, whatever, I don't know how I would say it. I mean, it's technically it's the same thing, but it's more of a.
We've never done that. We've always had different prices based on meat.
Yeah, I've never done it either.
But. Jason said, well, last week was a solid week. 23,000 gross, 2 food truck events, and the rest was catering.
Okay, it's not bad.
But so I thought you had like a 10-day stretch.
He had that Humphreys run.
Yeah. So that's a hell of a week. Yeah, that's humping, man. You're going.
When it comes to caterings, when do you know to say no?
When do I know when to say no?
Yeah. Like on a specific day, it just everybody wants you. Like,
I don't. I struggle with that balance, but he's getting the Hell Weekend from July broken down for us.
I love that.
Um,
We're thinking Hell Week because it's hot. He's thinking it because it was busy.
so I go based on menus, head counts. So how many people can we serve in a day? Are the menus hugely different? So are we cooking 6 different proteins or whatever versus everybody wants pork and brisket, which is easier to do. So those kind of things we kind of factor in. It gets hard when people just have kind of placeholders for menus. They're not really sure. Head counts are very fluid. We're expecting somewhere between 100 and 200 people. So it gets harder to schedule extra on those. But we have a day in September where we got 3 weddings on the same day, and we're doing roadside.
So I have a day in September that it was the date of that Luke Bryan concert, which is now becoming a shit show. So I'm glad I didn't sign up for it.
Justin already has one of those days for next year. He says May 16th, 2026. He's been asked 6 times already for that date. We usually get like a couple every year that everybody wants.
September 20th for me right now.
That's the day we have the 3 weddings.
So
we've turned down weddings on that day.
We have a 50th anniversary work party that we are serving 2 buffets for 2 hours. It's a 4-hour event. So we're serving an adult buffet and a kids buffet for two of those 4 hours. I have to do cookies. Luckily, I got a baker. We have 2 drop-offs, and then we got asked to do so that one's from 12 to 4. 2 drop-offs are easy. And then the next one we just got asked for was a school wrestling fundraiser for 230 people. Brisket, pork, 2 sides, and barbecue appetizers. So I kind of sent them a
just do some little smokies and barbecue sauce, get some meatballs.
I thought about doing like a barbecue charcuterie board or something like that, and just put it all on a big table with like a seafood boil almost. So yeah, that may be that. That's looking like, if they say yes to that, it's $18,000 day.
It's a good day. It's a lot.
I reached out to anybody that's ever worked for me in the past, future, or currently, and say, hey, keep this day open. It's all hands on deck.
All right. Bernie's got his
talk to me, Bernie.
7-day total.
Okay.
$42,473.
Jesus.
3 food truck events were roughly 10 of that. And he says, never say no. Hello. That's how I got to Hell Week. Somehow we survived, but it was brutal. Insanity. Never again. Maybe. His 8-day total was 46,000. So
what happened to the 23?
That was last week. So this was 2 weeks ago. So yeah, he's done like 70 in 2 weeks.
You gonna take a break? Is it gonna take a break?
Nah. More money to be made this week.
That Humphreys had hurting, I'll tell you what.
It was kind of our mindset this year that we're not going to say no unless we absolutely have to. So if we could get the staff to run things, and we had to pull in some extra help. Chris had his buddy help him do a couple of catering events. The September 20th one, we're probably going to have to get in a couple extra people. A couple of those dates, I had sent to Pam early when we started booking them. Say, hey, can you and Denny kind of mark these on the calendar? So yeah, I mean, if we can get the staff and we have room to cook it, we'll do it. So, never say no, figure it out later.
Yeah. What Darren says. Never say
So
no.
yeah, I mean, I really got used to, those two early months where we had both smokers running. So, Gert one limping along on the trailer, and then being able to utilize, the CTO to do a lot of other stuff on some of these heavy catering days.
Yeah.
And now that we're down just to the CTO, it's like, oof.
Where's Gert?
It's still here, but really trying not to use it.
Is she retired?
Yeah. I mean, the flavor profiles aren't even close. So we don't want inconsistent food going out.
Well, you could throw your pans in there.
That's kind of, at best we're going to use it as a warming to hold. But yeah, we definitely don't want to be cooking in it unless we absolutely have to.
What about your Southern Q? You still have that?
It's in roughly this, and not the same condition, but the flavors aren't the same. I mean, it's just not the same.
I get it. It's still pans.
Yeah. But, I mean, keeping stuff hot's not the problem. It's cooking, it's a lot of food to cook. So, and we can fit more in the CTO if we don't do it in pans. I know.
Blah, blah, blah.
But,
right? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I can call Fast Eddie's or Cook Shack and ask if there's a way that I can change out my racks to the newer model racks. So 2 weeks ago, I found out that the newer model of the one I have has 4 shelves going around, and then 3 racks per shelf. Mine currently has 5 shelves going around and 3 racks. The reason it's got 5 is my racks are only that wide. The new one, racks can fit a full rack of ribs or a full pan this way. So I'm wondering if there's a way that I can take all that out and put a new one in, because I could get more. I think I could get more capacity even with the 4.
Yeah.
Just by being able to cook, 8 racks of ribs on one rack or shelf or however they're called. I don't even know what the fuck to call them. I did see a CTO rotisserie on sale the other day.
Yeah.
I guess they don't make those anymore.
Huh?
A CTO, so the half version of yours with a rotisserie in it.
Oh, with a rotisserie. Okay. The half for, okay, I got you. Yeah, you know me. He said he took the whole last week of July and went to Cape Cod. Jason did.
Oh, Cape, beautiful area.
Did 66 in July, and yeah. So yeah, good month. With those kind of purchases, where there are a lot of moving parts, I prefer to buy new. You just don't know. I don't care what people say. I don't care how much they clean something up. You don't know how well it was maintained before they cleaned it up.
Sure. How
badly it was abused. And when you're paying that much money, even on a used item, like for me, it's worth it to have the peace of mind to go new. So, I mean, there is probably a handful of people that I would feel comfortable getting something used from.
Yeah.
But just Joe Schmo on Facebook who, ran a hole in the wall on a whim barbecue place and closed up. Yeah. No, I don't think I would ever do that. So.
Nope.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's more money, but for the peace of mind, it's fine with me. I'll buy used other stuff. I'll buy refurbished fridges, everything else that we can, for the right cost for the restaurant space.
Yeah.
Because we can upgrade that as we go along.
For sure.
But I don't want to skimp on what is making us money. So. Yeah, everybody. That respiratory crap that's been going around hasn't really left our house yet.
You ever think that, like, before, like, I'm not going to say you got rid of your other kids, but, like, they're all grown up now, right? And then you got this new family that you got a whole bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's gotten worse than when you had kids. When your first kids were young, like
No,
and stuff. Really?
no, yeah, Ethan and Alex were always bringing crap home. Always. Alex's class, her in elementary school, I think it was lice like 4 times with her
Oh,
that she'd bring
really?
home. Oh my god, it was
Oh.
awful. It was terrible.
That sucks.
But yeah, they were always bringing. Colds and stuff are just so common.
Yeah.
It's all the time. So yeah, I don't know. Having the break where we had a break from daycares and stuff like that, and I was like, well, there's always this stuff in the area.
Damn these kids.
But,
damn them.
I'm pretty well. My immune system's pretty solid, so for the most part, usually takes a lot for me to get sick, outside of a scratchy throat or something like that. So
you look at it and say, "Get up."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't shy away from germs, so my body's used to them.
Me too.
All these clean environments and air purifiers, and when your body's not exposed to anything.
I said that to a lady yesterday. She was like, she said something. I don't remember what it was, but I looked at her and I said, "You remember we used to drink out of the hose?" And she's like, and she's like, "I know. I was looking at hoses the other day, and they said it actually says on the hose, don't drink." I'm like, go drink out of a hose.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that you can be too clean, and that as a society we've gotten too clean.
Yeah, there's no.
I'm all for hygiene and stuff, but good Lord,
there's no. Is it pestilence? Is that what the word is?
Whatever it is, but yeah, I mean your body builds natural immunities to stuff, but it has to be exposed to the things.
Yeah.
So
there has to be something.
Yeah, get dirty, playing around the dirt. You don't need to wash your hands 47,000 times a day. It's okay.
I used to do all the time was get in the dirt, like just
yeah.
Get in the dirt.
You would think with they say like our phones are the dirtiest things we touch. You think that would be enough germ exposure for everybody?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
You'd think. So yeah, back to
thinking.
We had a couple. We did a couple of events over the last couple of weeks. We had a fundraiser for the Hudsonville football team that we've done the last few years. They were golf outing. Oh, yeah. We provide the food for free. We get a foursome in return in the scramble. So me, Chris, Steve Rivers, one of our small silent partners, and then my dad, another silent partner, played in the tournament.
I've never once known your dad is silent.
Kicked back a lot of money in raffle tickets and stuff. Last year, I won everything I had submitted into the raffle.
Ooh.
This year, we got skunked. It's a little sad. Really wanted a cool University of Michigan fire pit, but
was not.
Well,
not to be had, eh?
Yeah, we had a repeat customer from last year that you gave us, Coca-Cola in Lansing. We were back out there, this last week, and then Kellanova. We did so Kellogg's, the other branch of Kellogg's, who has now just been rebought, or no, I think so. It was Kellogg's and Kellanova was the first split. So Kellanova bought a portion. I think so. Mars has just bought, I think, the other half of it. So I don't think Kellogg's proper owns any of it anymore.
Nah.
But anyways, so the branch
they just built a brand new facility right in downtown Battle Creek.
Yeah, there's a lot of people wondering if anything's going to happen because Mars is based out of the East Coast somewhere. Yeah, I think they're Pennsylvania too. I think they're out there with Hershey. So yeah. Anyways, the Grand Rapids division, their big company picnic. We were told 400 people was the expected attendance. Be us in another truck. They're paying for everything. So we gave them a $3,000 minimum tab, since we would have to make sure we had enough food.
Sure.
So we were planning on feeding 250 to be safe, 250 to 300 to be safe. We fed
65.
just pretty damn close. The other truck, about the same. Maybe. But yeah, no. I mean, all happy. They paid their invoice, left a ginormous tip still. And I told Chris, I said, that's the ones that are a pleasant surprise. Like, you guys should all be thrilled, because it's very understandable for you to have that event, have the attendance be so low. You are so overpaying for those 100 people,
Yep.
For them to say, nope, we're cutting our losses. Sorry, guys, But yeah, they left a $500 tip, $520 or something like that.
Yeah, it's 17%.
Yeah, but still, I mean, we offer the custom amount, so I mean, they could have put in $100 or $50 or
Yeah.
skip tip, and all of it would have been completely understandable.
I did the event I did yesterday. I did it last year, and so we offer a pork or chicken sandwich and like 2 sides. And because I've done a lot of events for her, I do $13. Not making a whole of a lot, but we're doing smaller sides. It's like an 8x8 container versus 9x9. So normally she doesn't tip on anything she does. This time, probably because she saw that I was sweating through every shirt I had, she did a 17% tip, which was good to see.
Yeah.
Tips are good.
Yep. It's always interesting to see who does and who doesn't. Most of our company gigs do. Most. Not going to complain about Aetna not tipping at all. So, and I mean, the guys are on board, and it is much better to have those sales and no tip than, the other way around. So, and it's almost to the point where I am recompensating them for the day. So, I mean, they get little Aetna bonuses for those days that they work, just to kind of help make up. I mean, it's an easy day for them, easier day for them.
As they should. They deserve it.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. So, but yeah, it's not anything like, oh, I can't believe they don't tip. They're spending all this money. Rah, rah, rah. Hey, whatever. The better we do, the better everyone does. So I think it's finally starting to kind of hit home with everybody. We're not just sitting on piles of money in here.
So that's why I sent you. So that's why I sent you that video this morning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that was posted in the Michigan Food Trucks and Catering group.
Yeah, it just came through right after you. Oh, my screen just went blank for a second.
Boy.
Yeah, it just came through right after you sent it on my Facebook feed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what do you
I agree.
think about that?
There are some overpriced food trucks out there. 100%.
Do we have I guess, do you have something that he said in that video? So this is a video that basically a guy comes on there and says, where are the affordable food trucks? If he's paying $12 for a taco, I think that's highway freaking rock.
Yeah.
$12 for 3 tacos, okay, that might be okay, but
and it depends on what tacos you're getting. Are you getting American tacos that it's just ground beef, some shredded cheese, and some shredded lettuce, like Taco Bell tacos? Or are you getting a quality handmade type of experience, where there's actual prep involved? They're not buying seasoned ground beef. They're not buying taco meat, and just heating it up. They're not, or burrito or whatever like that. They're not getting pans of pulled pork from GFS and just heating it up type of thing. So I think there's vastly different levels of what we're talking about on what a value for $12, three tacos for $12. And I think the lesser versions are charging that because everybody else is charging that. So they're just trying to fit in with the pricing versus what they actually should be charging for their item. If that makes sense.
I would say that's probably accurate. Yeah.
I think
I charged $12 for three brisket tacos.
Absolutely. We were 10 for 2 tacos on the pork belly tacos.
Yeah.
And I had originally put 8. Chris made the first one, sent a picture. He's like, said how good they were. I was like, we could probably go 10, right? He's like, absolutely. So,
did you cook the pork belly like a brisket?
Not really. Like a brisket.
So I watch videos of just cooking it like a brisket, salt and pepper, and then glaze it at the end.
We used our pork rub.
Did you wrap it?
Used our pork rub, scored the fat cap, put it on no pan. For probably closer to timeline to ribs. So I think we had it on for about 2.5 hours. Pulled it off. In the foil, I did some butter, and then I did some soy ginger sauce in it.
Okay.
Give it a little flair.
Yeah.
Yep. Wrapped it up, put it in for another couple hours. And then cubed it with just a regular sauce.
Okay.
Our barbecue sauce.
You did cube it. You didn't slice it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Small cube. So that's weird with pork belly because it's such a thick piece of meat you get these really rectangular, whatever that 3-dimensional shape is.
Try slicing.
Yeah, I think
it'll hold.
Yeah. And that's what I told Chris. I said, yeah, because we only used about half the pork belly on those tacos because I think we sold 10 orders or something like that before we were out of tortillas.
I know. I always.
We only went through half the pork belly. I was like, well, maybe next time we do, we cube up the other half, like half of it right away. We can do a few orders of pork belly burnt ends.
Yeah.
Or even, we slice the other half. We do a double, we do a sandwich, like a brisket and pork belly or something,
Yeah.
I said, it's bacon. That's the flavor we have. It's a bacon. So bacon goes with everything. Or we do a pork belly loaded mac as a special, something easy that we already have. We can just throw, pork belly onto. So
yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so pork belly is not hugely expensive. It's not cheap. But the time put into it, the homemade salsa, the non-ordinariness of the item for a truck that it's a higher end item, the perception is, so you charge a higher price. So, I don't want to say it because we have good friends that sell this stuff and I get that why they do it. For me, I'm never paying $9-10 for a lemonade. I'm not going to do it.
I paid $6 at the fair, but it was
it
was a big plastic cup that I get to take home.
But go through what's in that. What's your
it was sugar, ice, water, and half a lemon.
So how much is the cup's the most expensive thing they have there?
It was probably a total of like 80 cents. $6. I get it.
Yeah,
it's the experience.
So, the snow cone guys, the shaved ice guys.
Oh, I gotta tell you. Sorry, interrupt. I gotta tell you about snow cone guy. So Frozen Paradise with the capital ICE, right?
Yep.
I see this guy walking out of or past the trailer, and he's got this monstrosity, of shaved ice or what.
Mm-hmm.
The coolest thing about this monstrosity is what I called the cup bib. So he puts a cup in like a holder, plastic. It looks like an upside down cowboy hat. Okay. So he puts the cup in there, and then mounds ice on top. And then it's that plastic part has like a rim around it. So like if it melts, it's going to go right back in the cup.
Oh, cool.
I'm like, it's a cup bib. He's like, you know what? I said, so what's your profit margin on something like this? He's like, well, I gave you a small, which is
90%.
He said it was 80. He said before we did the cup thing, because it's made by the same people that we buy our flavors from or syrups from. It was like 91. Now we're down to 88. But that cup thing is freaking fantastic. I'm like 88, like shimming around business. 88%.
Yeah, so you got those guys.
Like,
so yeah, I mean,
88%. Damn.
I mean, yeah, I mean the costs are going up on everything. Meat costs more, so yeah. But I think there are definitely overpriced trucks out there that are pricing themselves based on what everybody else is priced at versus what their actual food cost is.
I get that.
So I'm sure there are plenty of hamburger trucks out there and hot dog trucks out there that aren't using quality items or using, frozen patties that they're getting in bulk for dirt cheap, and they're selling $12 hamburgers, So, at the same time, if people are willing to pay it, then you're not overpriced.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's all what people. Your
value. Yeah, the value of something is what somebody's willing to pay for it. So, yeah. And then you look at, me, who's like, I can't in good conscience charge people more for some items because it feels like I'm ripping them off, Like I still have a hard time for a $2 bottle of water that costs 14 cents,
price of water. I think it's 18 cents.
But then you do the contrast of, okay, what are we selling brisket by the pound for? That $1.80 that we're making on a bottle of water helps offset the increased price in the briskets.
I mean, even pulled pork too.
Yeah. GFS came back down this last week.
They did.
It was a sale price. I think it's going to be. I don't think it's going back up this week. I haven't looked, but so $1.59 is awfully nice.
Mine has a hard time keeping them in stock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They shelves were pretty low of our cases because we have the walk-in now that has the cases in it. There was hardly cases in there at all this week, but the shelf was full of the single butts. So I was able to pick through.
Did yours change to Smithfield?
No, we're still on Swifts.
Oh, yeah. Ours changed to Smithfield.
I think. Pretty sure. Huh. Interested. So yeah, but our new letter of intent has been signed for the lease. General contractor is in contact with the realtor to get in and start taking measurements and start kind of developing some plans of what we're doing. Got to get an equipment list for him so he can kind of lay out the place and figure out what's going to fit and what's not going to fit. Brimley. Where's Brimley at?
Brimley, Ohio.
No, Michigan.
Oh, no idea.
Sorry. Yeah, so that's kind of going. Still working on getting the final pieces of funding situated, but realtor's pretty confident that we can get keys.
Oh boy.
Somewhere in September. And then general contractor says we should be able to get everything done that we need to get done pretty quick. So he says he has a whole other crew that he can call to focus on this. I think we're still looking at a good possibility of December 1. So,
wow.
Area.
Wow.
Hopefully.
It's good.
Hopefully. And then, yeah, trying to make it through, break even through the first winter. I think our grand opening, I think December could be a pretty solid month for us. Just with our support from our regular customers and everything.
Yeah.
I expect them to all kind of show up based on conversations and stuff. So, that'll help carry those first couple months, I think. But
Yeah.
hopefully be able to. Yeah.
Well, I'll envy you for a walk-in cooler.
Yeah, I think we're looking at an 8x8. Should be big enough for what we need, at least to get rolling.
Go bigger.
But it's space is the problem, because it's not an outside walk-in. It's got to be inside the space. Yeah. So yeah, how big can we go without, inhibiting what we're doing?
Understandable.
Prohibiting, whatever. And it's not like we're far away from. It's not like we have to fill it with cases of meat. Like we can still get 2 orders a week and probably be okay, type of thing. And as long as we have room for.
Are you going to switch to a delivery service?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I will probably still go pick just the extra cost.
I know.
So, we're looking at getting another pickup truck next year that one's getting there. We'll probably hit 300,000 miles on it this year.
That's awesome.
So new truck. So we can use the old truck to do order pickups and stuff like that, in large quantities. Yeah, as long as in that walk-in we have enough room for 4 or 5 cases of pork, 4 or 5 cases of brisket, all the vegetables we need. Right now I can, if we fill that fridge that's in my possession, we can almost fit enough in it for a week.
Yeah.
It's full, but we can get there. So it's not unusual for us to have a couple cases of pork and a couple cases of brisket in there on a regular basis. So 8x8, that's 64 square feet.
That'll be good.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully, things are starting to move. I feel like I'm going to throw up most days.
Just wait.
But that's good. That's how it was when we were getting ready to do the trailer and kind of working through that process.
If you get the keys in September, when's rent due?
We have a 3-month renovation for renovations.
Okay. Good. So technically your lease starts in December?
Yeah. So yeah, we pretty much get in and do renovations for free. We still have to pay utilities and everything, but actual lease. Yeah. Actual lease. Yeah. We have a 3-month renovation in there. So
that's awesome.
The realtor's really good. The landlord's really good. He doesn't want to turn the building over right away. He wants people to succeed. So it works for him to set everybody up for success.
Yeah. And it's already, it's been vacant for a little while, so it's not like another 3 months.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, everything's been good to work with. He's been good to work with. He's replacing one of the HVAC units that's 20 years old. The other one's 11 years old, which is going to guarantee for a year. After the year, we're responsible for it. Gotcha. Which is fine. Originally, when we were talking, it was going to be more of a tiered kind of progression over 3 years, where the second year he's responsible for 75, I'm responsible for 25. Gotcha. But we've had some guys in there. Everything looks like it's in really good shape. Those units should be okay for another 10 years with proper maintenance and everything, as long as we're not trying to kill it. So yeah, and then there's an air exchange that we're not real sure about. So just getting some other stuff in there. But
gotcha.
Yeah, things are moving.
Good.
It's gonna be quick. Angie's got another surgery here in a couple weeks, so got a lot of things to juggle. Lots to juggle. I gotta get myself another vehicle. Yeah, I gotta get a daily driver again. I miss having one.
It's only money. They pay me every day.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, relying on everybody else to get around. Every day. So, yeah, I got to get that going. But anyways, yeah, things are going well. It's going to be a good week. Should be a good week.
Good. Let's make it a good week.
Let's make it a good week.
On a completely unrelated note, while we're going to sign off, UFC
wrap it ups.
UFC and Paramount have struck a 7-year media rights deal worth $7.7 billion that will end the UFC's current pay-per-view model from 2026. The pay-per-view model will be dead from 2026. All events will be part of a regular subscription, including numbered shows. So if you're a fan
Cool.
of UFC, it's going to be just like wrestling-ish.
Thank you for that update.
Otherwise, let's have a great day.
Uganda is also going from third world to one of the richest countries.
Diamonds?
Gold.
Ooh.
$16 trillion find. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. It's a lot. Yeah. So good for Uganda. Hopefully that does well for them. Good for them.
The wrestler, the Ugandan giant Kamala, was not from Kamala. His actual real wrestling name before that was Sugar Bear Harris.
Awesome. Look at that. We've come full circle. Glad I could get you a segue there.
Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
Follow us on social medias. Find us.
Yeah, we post there all the time.
You were sick. And I'm just sick in the head. Other than that, I'm going to go watch some cars and hopefully don't die.
All right, everybody. Have a good week. Skippy, you also don't die. So goodbye, everybody.
Bye.